The disaster of Beg Tony.
Today, we are working towards our 41st goal. 41st goal. We're trying to hit 50 this week. If we hit 50 goals of support by the end of the week, we'll be doing DSP Tries It Katsu Burger for the second time. It'll be Katsu Burger The Return. So that is the next DSP Tries It. And we want to hit that this week if possible. Now, if you do the math, we're at 41 goals hit right now. And we have 4 more days of streaming. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And each day there's 2 streams. So if you do the math, that's, let's say, 8 more streams. If we hit the goals on those streams, by the end of the week, we'll be at 49. So if we're going to do Katsu Burger this week, we got some work to do. We got to hit some goals. We even have to hit multiple goals for a stream or 2. All right? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Is it probable? Probably not. Chances are, when I play certain games, like today, I'm a little skeptical about Suikoden 2 if we're going to hit the goal. I hope we do, but we're not always going to get big engagement and support for an old school RPG, you know? And we don't know how things are going to go over the week. So we'll see. I do hope that we hit the goals. I would love to do this by the end of the week, but we need to have some momentum going. So let's see if we can get some momentum going. We got our first super chats of the day, right? Cool. Can we get our first tip of the day? Can we get our first sub over there on Kick? Let's get it going. Let's hit the goals, and let's get momentum towards Katsu Burger, hopefully by the end of this week, okay? Cool. Let's go. Who's going to be the first tip? And who's going to be the first sub? Let's find out. Let's get some shout-outs going for it, right? Sadly, we didn't get our first tip of the day, and we didn't get a sub on Kick. This stream right now is the last stream for the week for Kick, where I get paid this week. So if you're on Kick today, and for some reason this week you've been holding out on support, if Metal Gear Solid Delta wasn't enough, if the Mega Man Marathon wasn't enough, if the conclusion of GTA 4 wasn't enough to get you to support, please support right now over on Kick. Thank you, guys. All right. I guess we'll start talking about our topics for the day, since no support is coming in and I can't shout anything out. But anyway, what I was saying was, this is the last stream for Kick for the week for me to get paid this week. So if you support on Kick right now on this stream, it helps me a lot for this week. And I would appreciate anyone over on Kick who gives a sub today. That would be very nice of you. Please do. Okay. Now, obviously, I hope you guys will come tonight and engage and support with said stream. Please, let's make it a big, hip, happening stream. I've only played this DLC once. That you guys will join me for it. The next time I'm actually playing it is tomorrow night on my late stream. And I hope that you'll come by and support it if you can. Like last night, we were stuck at around 50 bucks of support for a long time. And then we got a big rallying at the end where we got a bunch of tips, a bunch of subs, and we did hit the goal. And I'm very happy for that. So thank you for that. But that kind of last minute rallying probably won't work all the time. What we need is to have the regulars who wanted this to come by and engage and support with the stream. So I hope you'll start doing so. Again, my fault for doing an on-the-fly change like that. And I certainly hope that you guys will make it if you can. So you better show up and support this marathon. I just spent $17 on it. That will jump us to $32 of support so far today. Thank you guys so much. Can we get to 50? Let's get to 50 bucks of support. Who's going to do 18 bucks? 3 subs over on Kick, or maybe, like I said, a tip. We haven't had any tips yet today. Let's get a little bit of support and get to 50 bucks. All right, cool. And please, let's get some support going. Like I said, I want to get to 50 bucks right now. Let's get to $50 of support right now. Let's go. Let's get our first tip of the day. Let's get some subs for today. We don't have any subs on Kick. Let's get some support. Come on, let's go. Let's go right now. Let's get our first tip and our first sub of this fresh, hot, new day of gaming on DSP Gaming. And let's get those right now. And you know, I'm the kind of person, I don't like to point fingers. I don't. Now, what about the first tip? I did actually do the command for the first tip, but it hasn't come through yet. So maybe there must be some kind of a delay with PayPal sending me email notifications today. I think that what it must be, because certainly the AI worked on the tip side as well. I'm just waiting for the first tip. So let's go. Hopefully that first tip will come through any second now. I'll be able to shout out the first tip of the day generated by AI. Guys, again, can we get to 50 bucks of support right now? Let's go. Let's hit 50 bucks. All right, guys, we're coming to the end of the podcast. Can we get some support? All right, we haven't had any support in 20 minutes. We haven't even had a single tip here today yet. We've only had one sub on Kick. Let's go. Let's hit 50 bucks by the end of the podcast. This is the end of the show. Let's hit it right now. All right, let's go. You could do it. Do me that favor. Let's start the game with 50 bucks. So that way it's only 100 to raise over the course of the gameplay, and it makes it a lot more feasible. Let's get our first tip of the day, and let's get one more sub over on Kick right now at this very moment. At this point, it's time to stop pointing fingers at every other direction. All right, last chance. If anyone has a question for me, now would be the time to toss it my way and ask. Or if anyone has another contribution you want to shout out, like Fox McFox right now. Do I really think we're going to hit 2 goals today? I don't think so. This is Suikoden. After all, we don't even have high attendance right now. We have pretty low attendance for Suikoden, and I get that. When I do classic JRPGs like this, we don't get high attendance. But, hey, if you like Suikoden, please support it. Maybe there is a chance that in the next 2.5 hours, we can actually hit a second goal. That would be amazing. Okay, if you like the content, please support it. And I will be back in just a little bit. Thank you guys, and see you in a bit. But if you guys enjoy Suikoden, thanks for coming by to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. If you're here live, if you want to support the stream, that would be amazing. We already did hit 1 goal, but it would be great to maybe hit a double goal today. It would certainly help us get to our DSP Tries It episode that we want to do this week, if possible. Can we get some more support for classic JRPGs today? If you like Suikoden 2, please support this stream so we can keep it in the rotation, especially if it's supposed to be a pretty long game, and I'm loving it. I want to keep playing it. So please, let's get support for Suikoden 2. Appreciate that. By the way, guys, we're in the home stretch, probably about 20-25 minutes left on the stream. So if you want to support it now would be the time. Please do. Thank you, Stalking Tiger. Last chance to support the stream if you have not. It would be great to get a last-second support on Kick, because this is my final Kick stream of the week that I get paid for this week. So if someone just wanted to drop a sub right now to help me out, that'd be nice if you could do that. I don't think anyone's going to do that. Radot Town. Hey, guys, since this is the premiere Ballad of Gay Tony, and people have been asking for the Ballad of Gay Tony for nearly 2 months, it sure would be great tonight if we could hit a support goal so that we can continue on towards our DSP Tries It, the return of Katsu Burger, which was oh so good last November. We're bringing it back for September. Tag me in either of the chats. Support greatly appreciated. I'll give it a shout out. Let's get some momentum. So far, we have a super chat, and we have a tip, and we have a membership. How about our first sub of the night? Because we have no subs tonight so far. Then we will have one of each, right? It's kind of like having a full house. I even made the offer and said if someone came in the next couple of days and contributed and said, hey, this is towards Truck Sim, I want to see you continue, I will continue. 2 days have passed and no one's done that. So Lucas says, how much would I have to put up for Truck Sim? We ended the night at 117. We ended the night at 117 instead of 150. So you figure it out. That's simple. Are we going to play the Lost and Damned DLC? Listen, we're just starting the Ballad of Gay Tony, okay? We're just starting it. Let's see how this does. If this does well, if people show up and engage and support with Ballad of Gay Tony, and it's fun, and we have a good time over the next couple of weeks with this DLC, then maybe we'll consider the Lost and Damned. Can we please play the Ballad of Gay Tony first before we get ahead of ourselves? That would be nice. You're an asshole. You're a scumbag. All right, guys, we're about to start, actually. I just realized what time it is. We're about to start. Can we get to 50 bucks right now? Seriously, can we hit 50 bucks of support right now as we boot up the game? That would be outstanding and amazing if we could do that. Let's do it. Let's hit 50 right now. Then we have 2 hours to hit the 100 and hit our goal and keep this rolling, okay? All right, let's get... Oh, by the way, 672, 51 once as a member, and he complains, why is it too much work to plug in my Xbox? Because I don't have the Xbox anymore. The Xbox is downstairs. It's for my wife. I gifted it to her so she could play console games. I'm not going to say, hey, honey, so I need to take the Xbox back now because my PC won't run a single game, so you can no longer play on this thing. It's mine again, because I'm not an asshole, okay? We'll get this to work. Just relax. Stop being a dick. I know that tonight, if people support, we can hit the goal. Even though we didn't have Ballad of Gay Tony, tonight we can hit the goal. Let's get some support for DSP Gaming. I'm sorry we couldn't play Ballad of Gay Tony, but let's get some subs. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some tips. Let's get some support right now. Let's get one of each. Let's get one gifted sub, one membership, one tip, and one super chat right now. Let's get momentum going. Come on. Come on. I hate the fact that I'm on a stream and I have to be like, let's hit the goal. Let's get some subs. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some tips. I hate it. Another 20, 30 minutes to hang out. It would be great to get some support for me hanging out with you guys. It would be great if I get to $100 by the end of the night. All right. I'm not expecting the world. You guys were here for GTA. I didn't provide it. It sucks that I couldn't. But it would be great if you get some support. Like I said, if a couple people do a couple quick contributions, it'll get some momentum going. But we've had no support for 30 minutes. So it would be great if I could get at least something going. Okay. 15, 20 minutes or so for the stream. Last chance. If you want to ask me something, tag me in the chat. And of course, last chance to support. Like I said, I would be happy if we hit $100 tonight, but we haven't had a single person contribute since I started the Q&A about half an hour ago. So it would be great to get a few contributions at the end here, but it is what it is. So right now, I'm going to have to invoke the AI by using my magical keywords so that we can get another contribution here tonight. All right? So I'm invoking the AI supporters who are not real. At this moment, I call upon you to support the stream. Let's get some support. I don't care if it's a membership, a super chat, a tip, or a gifted sub, but let's get some support for DSP Gaming tonight here on the Late Night Chill with Phil stream. And let's get that support, no matter how big or small it is. Let's get it all right now. All right. Like literal last chance, if anyone wanted to support, I'm going to be out of here in a minute. I've hung out with you guys now for an hour, so I hope that you enjoyed. And thanks to those who did. But it is what it is. All right. Well, everyone, that is it for me tonight. An hour that I streamed here extra and got no support at all. So, but again, people didn't come for this, right? People came for GTA 6 and people didn't enjoy this, then I'm sorry.